Hi everybody, this is Barry Schwartz. This is the Search Buzz video recap, basically the news we covered over the past week at the Search Engine Roundtable, which is at seroundtable.com. Today is Friday, March 19th, and I wanted to get started, and I'm pretty much, again, just going to do the video. I might bring in some images later on and drop them into the thing, but showing my screen I feel like doesn't really help that much outside of me just showing some images and some examples of what I'm showing you, which I could do without showing my screen necessarily. So I want to get started right away, and I'll just do a quick video as quickly as possible. First I want to discuss one of the major things that happened this week in the industry. Rhea Drysdale, she is one of the co-founders of Outspoken Media, and what she'd done this week was, along with some other people, was pretty, it's pretty much changed helped change the industry going forward. And it was really, really nice to see. What she did was, about 2 years ago, a guy named Gambert tried to trademark the term SEO. Obviously, SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and has been used throughout the industry for years and years and years. This guy Gambert, really nobody really heard of him until we heard about this claim to trademark the term SEO. So people like me and other people in the industry pretty much wrote about it, mocked the guy, saying there's no way he's going to be able to do that. And just didn't think about it again because we thought the whole thing was frivolous and nothing would happen of it. Turns out the guy was really going forward and doing it, and a few people in the industry took notice. SEO Moz took notice. They actually started the claim with fighting this guy Gambert against him trademarking SEO. Jonathan Hochman also went ahead and fought the claim, and a company called Artworks.biz did that as well. SEO Moz had to stop their battle because basically they had another thing with ripoffreport.com, which they had to focus their legal things against. Jonathan went all the way through. He spent about $10,000, but his claim was denied for one reason or another. Artworks.biz, we're not really sure what happened there. It just didn't seem to die off. I'm not exactly sure what happened. But Rhea Drysdale from Outspoken Media used her own personal money, about $17,000 plus, to fight the claim, and she actually won. This past Friday she won. She got word that the trademark claim from Gambert will be denied. And it's very special when you hear about somebody in the industry protecting the rest of the industry using their own personal money with really nothing to gain personally outside of just wanting to do something good. So we did a post about this. I did a post about this at Search Engine Land that Monday. And at first she didn't want us to go ahead and post a way for people to donate money to her for her expenses. That was not her point. She just wanted to tell people what, this is what happened and just be aware of it. But she did not want money out of it. Afterwards, finally convinced her to get her PayPal address, and then I pretty much with along with other people went ahead and started publicizing her PayPal address. In a matter of 2 days, she raised, I believe, over $17,000. She probably raised a lot more by then. She was going to split most of that with Jonathan, who spent $10,000 of his own money as well, and that was nice. Really, it's really nice to see the community come out there and participate in something that affects the whole industry. I think about 150 or so people donated. I would have liked to see a lot more people donate. Even $5, $1, and we'll see. But it's really nice to see. So, if it's the first time you're hearing about this and you're part of the SEO community and you actually want to help out, you can donate, and let me give you her PayPal address. It's spelled RHEA_DRYSDALE@yahoo.com. That's RHEA_DRYSDALE@yahoo.com. Please donate something. It's not really about the total money raised. It's more about the numbers of people who have donated, in my opinion. All right, so that was the main SEO news. Again, huge kudos to Rhea and to the industry who backed her on this. So it's really nice to see. On the SEO front, Matt Cutts was interviewed by Eric over at Stone Temple Consulting, where Eric is one of the best interviewers, technical interviewers that I know, and he really got a lot of tidbits out of Matt. Matt cuts from Google, obviously. Obviously, the main thing that we learned, and I have a post about that alone, is that 301 redirects do not always pass the full amount of PageRank or link value from what they're coming from. So if you do you have a URL, I don't know, abc.com/page1.html, and you're redirecting that to abc.com/page2.html, the link value or the PageRank coming from the first page being redirected to the second page is not going to pass in its full entirety. It's probably going to diminish a little bit. We're not exactly sure how much, but previously we were under the impression that everything, the full link value, actually transferred over. So that's the main thing that we got from that interview, but there's other things we got from that. Crawling and indexing is pretty much directly related to PageRank. The PageRank of those pages that are being crawled and indexed. Low PageRank pages compete internally with other higher PageRank pages inside your site, so be aware of that. Google will automatically migrate duplicate content pages, so if you have duplicate content on your site, obviously you probably want to get rid of that and figure out a solution for Google so they don't have to figure it out for you, but Google will do their best to figure it out for you and then associate PageRank from the duplicate pages to the main page automatically. Matt again said don't use affiliate session URLs. Matt said paid affiliate links are normally not detected and are not counted towards any link value. Blocking pages in your robots.txt won't save your crawl budget. And what a crawl budget basically means is how much Google will actually crawl your site. They don't have necessarily a budget, but based on the amount of bandwidth they could, or amount of sessions they could actually do on your website, plus the PageRank, that's what your crawl budget is. Also, shared servers may have an impact on the number of pages Google will crawl your site because Googlebot can only crawl a certain amount of concurrent sessions on a certain site, open a certain amount of concurrent, connections with your server, and if you have a powerful server, they can do a lot more crawls. So that's pretty much what we got out of the interview. We have two posts about it, one on March 17th and one on March 15th. I released a poll about a week ago asking people how important do they find to be Google PageRank, not toolbar PageRank, but PageRank. And obviously people will misinterpret what that poll was about, was a toolbar or whatever, but that's not the point because however somebody interprets PageRank, that's up to them. And obviously if they know the distinction, they understood what the poll was. In any event, here's the breakdown. We have 13% say that Google PageRank is very important. That's only 13%. That's a great number because it used to be, I would think, 30 or 40 or 50% 2 years ago would have said it's very, very important. 41% said it's somewhat important, 27% said it's little importance, and 18% said it's not important at all. Again, 13% said it's very important. So that's the breakdown. You can see the full breakdown on March 19th at SEOroundtable.com. Again, it's really nice to see that only 13% say it's very important. So that's a nice thing to see from the industry. We have a post on March 17th with the ongoing Webmaster World thread where more and more webmasters are saying, hey, I see Google Caffeine being live. Again, Google did not confirm that Caffeine is live, so I wouldn't make any speculations on that, but there are people who are saying again that Google Caffeine is live. We discussed this a lot. I mean, this comes up every now and then. It's a fight between people who are trying to inject porn and adult content into the search results at Google, and Google trying to block that. We had two cases, so I figured do a single post on these two cases. One was somebody searching for babysitter in Google Images. The second result up came was was two nude women on a bed, and they were completely nude. The question is, were they actually minors or not? And I don't know. I'm not taking that close of a look, but that's one issue. We have a screenshot of that on our blog. And also, if you go to Google Images and you start typing in little girl, Google auto suggestions complete to little girl, no clothes. Let me see if that's still live because I'm going to type it in now. Yeah, it's still there. I'm surprised Google did not remove it. Usually Google will remove adult-oriented comment suggestions, so I'm surprised that's still there. Again, if you want to learn more about that, March 18th at SEOroundtable.com. We have two AdSense topics for you. One is that Google has opened up their third-party ad network, which they call the Google Certified Ad Network, to all publishers, meaning not only will your AdSense ads be powered by Google's internal content network, but Google will have that compete, their content network compete with third-party ad networks. So some people didn't like them initially. They said they hurt their income, so a lot of people were blocking them. Then Google said, hey, don't block them because they're actually not completely live and you're not really sure what you're blocking. So the bottom line is you have control over it. Do your own studies, do your own cases, and do your own analysis and see if you want to keep them. But right now, they're available and live to all publishers. Also, Google was polling AdSense publishers via email saying, hey, do you want to show pharmacy-based ads on your website? And basically it was a poll asking questions like, what type of pharmacy ads would you feel comfortable showing on your website? Would you be okay with showing condoms or pills or erectile dysfunction drugs and stuff like that? Are you comfortable with that? And other, what type of alcohol ads would you feel comfortable showing on your website? Would it be beer or wine? Is it liquor ads are you comfortable with? So obviously Google's trying to reach out to publishers to see if they're willing to take a step beyond what they're currently doing and show more, I guess, sensitive types of ads on their websites. On Ask.com's front, they sent out a notice to all their advertisers, the Ask sponsored listings group, I guess. It's not part of Ask.com, it's a separate unit which basically powers some of the ads on the Ask.com results, and now it's being managed by Pure Leads. That's their new platform for managing the ads. The thing is, Pure Leads said that they have this new technology which prevents click fraud and makes quality clicks, blah 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 blah. And what they said is because of that, all the refers are coming from aslads.ask.com. So you're not going to be able to see where your ads are coming from within the network outside of just seeing they're coming from ask.com. And the reason is because they have all the traffic passed through their servers and then it's being passed down to you. So it's all coming from ask.com, but initially it's coming from somewhere else. So they're not passing the original refer. Now obviously for advertisers that could be an issue because they want transparency. They're not really sure where all this traffic is coming from. They're only relying on ask.com to actually tell them. It was funny because we had a Ask person comment yesterday on the post. His name was James Spears, and he basically said the reason we're doing this is because our clients don't want to be burdened with it, and they just want us to take care of it, and it's the easiest way and the best way for them to take care of it. I don't know if I buy it. It's just probably easier and less expensive for them to handle it this way. Remember Google Viacom? Viacom sued Google over YouTube videos containing Viacom's copyright material. The two are going at it like crazy. They're in court. Those documents were released yesterday. Google and YouTube and Viacom both have blogged with their stance. Google said that Viacom knowingly and secretly posted their own videos up there, just trying to trap them into some type of thing, and that they're protected by the DMCA. And Viacom saying YouTube has potentially built a platform which infringes on copyright violations, and they're going to go after them and go ahead and make them pay for that. Should be interesting to see how that case comes out. Obviously, the only ones really making money off this, I guess, are the legal departments. But obviously, Viacom wants to make a nice bulk of money from Google. Okay, this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday is SES New York. We'll be covering about 41 sessions over the course of 3 days. 41 sessions over the course of 3 days. We have a great team of volunteers helping out. Obviously, I'll be there and I'll be vlogging. But we have also Shira Goldenthal from Pro Media Corp, Brian Osiri from Usery Blog, Annie Cushing from Find and Convert, Avi Walensky from Pro Media, Marty Weintraub from AimClear, Chris Boggs from Rosetta, and also I will be blogging as well. If you want our schedule, it's on March 16th. Just tune in. We'll have the live blog coverage starting this Tuesday at SEOroundtable.com. Okay, now for logos. Let's start with the funny one. Supposedly, March 15th was the National Day for Hungary. Google showed a special logo which portrayed the Hungarian cockade, which is basically this little flag type of thing. Problem was, it was actually showing the Italian version because it had the green from the inside, white, and then red. What it really should have had was red inside instead of green inside, white, green. So it actually backtracked it and had the wrong one. I'm not sure how big of an issue that was, but some people complained in the forums. There's also St. Patrick's Day. Google had a logo. Yahoo had this nice logo as well. Bing, Ask.com, Orkut, Dog, PPC Hero, Search Engine Roundtable, that's us. We had some nice themes as well. And Dogpile posted one a little bit later. And this past Sunday was Pi Day, which is basically March 14th, 3/14, which is Pi. Google had a nice logo up, and we also had our own little theme. Dogpile had this daylight savings, spring forward type of clock, which was nice. But outside of that, no other searches had anything for Pi Day. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the Search Buzz video recap. Again, my name is Barry Schwartz. This is the news we covered over the past week at the Search Engine Roundtable at SEOroundtable.com. Again, today is Friday, March 19th. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you hopefully next week. Thanks.